we were kind of like, not manufactured, but right out of the gate, we were kind of like, you guys are going to be a tag team, like right away. Not sure the reason for that, because at the time it wasn't like it was, Smoky Mountain Wrestling or AEW where tag teams are almost more important than the singles guys. But for whatever reason, somebody wanted to put us together right off the bat. Do you know anything about that?
My memory is that, again, in 1990, we were really small. And, the Rockers could exist because they were in a tag team. The Rock and Roll Express could exist because they were in a tag team. So I think there was the thought of good athletic, smaller guys, probably too small to be heavyweights. But if we make them a tag team, and since there was so many great tag teams, it's like I was all for it.
Yeah.
And I remember, too, when we had the single match, we were planning on being a tag team at that time. And it was kind of okay, we'll face each other, but can you book us as a tag team moving forward? And thankfully, Fred, the promoter of this second show, had a tag team, so he wanted to push us as one too. So we got to be Sudden Impact, which Fred was the name that guy that named us after the Clint Eastwood movie. And I still think it was a good name.
It's a great name. It really is. I remember you and I had an idea of calling ourselves the Northern Lights.
Yes, we were going to for FMW. That's right.
Yeah, and Fred, at the time, I think we've talked about this before. Fred said, "Yeah, I can find this type of material that changes colors as you wrestle." And I remember thinking, like, "What are you, Willy Wonka? Like, where the fuck do you find this material that changes color while he wrestles?" But he decided that Sudden Impact was better, and obviously for the Japanese market, as we both know, this is not being derogatory. Northern Lights. Not the best words for Japanese to say, where Sudden Impact was a much better name. That was a really good name.
Yeah, especially for a quick, explosive tag team that would make a sudden impact. And it was really good. And it worked for the time that we had it. And we survived this debut.
And our first tour to Japan was a Sudden Impact as well. So, as I just said,